A night to remember. After a fun night with friends, Lily steps out of the bustling nightclub, her laughter fading into the quiet street. She waves goodbye to her friends and starts walking, scrolling through her phone to call a ride. The neon lights reflect in the puddles around her as the sound of distant footsteps echoes in the background. She dismisses the noise as a stray cat until she catches a fleeting shadow out of the corner of her eye. The unease begins to creep in, but she keeps walking, oblivious to the figure lurking in the shadow. Lily's pace quickens as the street grows darker and quieter. Suddenly, she hears heavy footsteps behind her. She turns around but sees no one. The streetlight flickers, and for a brief moment, the figure of a man in a horrifying mask is illuminated. Panic overtakes her as she starts to run. Her heels clatter against the pavement, but the masked man moves swiftly, his presence growing closer. Her scream pierces the night before everything goes silent. Detective Ryan Carter arrives at the scene after a passerby reports finding an abandoned phone. The area is cordoned off with police tape as he studies the faint drag marks leading into the alley. Carter's sharp eyes spot a strange symbol etched into the dirt, a clue the killer may have left behind. His mind races as he recalls a similar case from years ago. This isn't just a kidnapping, it's the work of a serial predator. Lily awakens to find herself tied to a chair in a dimly lit basement. The walls are covered with grotesque drawings and newspaper clippings of previous victims. The killer's masked face looms over her as he mutters incomprehensible phrases. Lily's eyes dart around, searching for anything to aid her escape. As the killer turns away, she knocks over a nearby table, creating a loud crash. For a moment, their eyes meet, and the killer's rage is palpable. Using her wits, Lily frees herself and flees into the woods surrounding the killer's hideout. Her heart pounds as she navigates the dense trees, her breath visible in the cold night air. The killer is close behind, his weapon gleaming under the moonlight. Meanwhile, Detective Carter arrives at the hideout, piecing together the clues that lead him to the woods. He hears Lily's cries for help and rushes toward the sound. In the clearing, the detective finds Lily and the killer locked in a deadly standoff. Carter draws his weapon and orders the killer to drop the knife. The masked man laughs, a chilling sound that echoes through the fog. In a sudden move, the killer lunges, but Carter's quick reflexes save the day. The killer is subdued, and Lily collapses in relief, tears streaming down her face.